Okay, this video will just show you how to do the workaround to get Arnold working on the remote access and also Houdini, which both require OpenGL. You need to get TeamViewer. So if you do a search for TeamViewer, it's a free download from here, and you can just install that. And it's just a simple app to do with sharing PC screens. Once you've installed that, you need to just remote access. So go to that link. I'll put this in the YouTube comments. And you need to go to Eldon. And at the moment, Stephen Bellinger's just set up one machine with this happening on. So I think he'll have another machine or a few machines working with this soon. So it's this one down here. I think it's this one here. I'll click on this. So you need to access the remote desktop. I think this does it all automatically. I've shut down a lot of windows here, so you'll get a lot more prompts coming up, but you just say yes to them all. Then just log in with your uni password, and this will access one of the Eldon PCs. So this is here. Now, if I try and boot up Houdini here, it just errors halfway through loading with the OpenGL error. I can run Maya through here, but again, Maya will not render with Arnold. So we need to load up TeamViewer, so you can find it down here. Look, there it is. And this will give you this ID and password. So I need to copy that, come out of this by clicking on the minimize, go back to my computer, load up my TeamViewer. I think it might be the same number. Copy and paste that into there and go connect. I then need the password, so I'm just going to Alt-Tab, not to there, to there, and get the password. Copy that back out of here into this. Okay, and then log in. And then this will boot up. I need to shut down the remote thing first. So I need to go back to this. Let me find it. There it is. It's not letting me Alt-Tab this time. You don't log out. You just shut it down here. Okay, and this will allow, look, this is now loaded up. So I need to log in again. It's a bit of a workaround, but once you've done it a couple of times, it's actually not too bad. You do end up with this sort of window on your desktop, and I don't think you can maximize it much more than that, to be honest. But then look, it works. So if I go to Apps Anywhere, you do have this little TeamViewer thing here. Which is you might be able to minimize this. I don't know a lot about TeamViewer. It's the first time I've used it, so you might be able to get rid of that and hide it away. And then we can find Houdini and launch it. And it should run now. It will obviously take a little bit of time to load up. Now there is a way that you can, once you've got Houdini running, you can actually then drop out of this TeamViewer, go back and open the remote access to this PC, and it's still running. I think, however, it would then have issues rendering, because I tried that with Maya, and Arnold worked perfectly in TeamViewer, and then I logged out of TeamViewer, went back to the remote PC where Maya was still open, and Arnold would not work. So I think you would have to run it in this slightly smaller window, but it does seem to work. Obviously, you'll have to test it thoroughly, because I don't know Houdini that well. But yeah, it does seem to work. I'll just let it load up. I might speed this bit up. There we go. I think that's loaded. I do have to give it a bit of time to sort of settle down. I think when I first tried it, it wasn't super fast or anything. I think if you maximize this, it clips off the top of this, but I think you can still see the menus. Let's have a look. That's okay. Close that window down. There's a bit of banding across there, but that's cleaned up slowly. I think you just have to give it a little while, and it starts to run a bit better. But you just have to see how you get on with this. Like I said, you can then come out of this. So if I shut down this X here, I close that window down, just OK that, and I can just get rid of this. If I then go back to the remote access, so back down to that computer I was on, that one there, and just go through that process again, that computer, I'll still be logged into it. Let's just type in my password. And Houdini should still be, look, there it is, it's still open. You can definitely use it this way. and I think it does seem to run a little bit better. It's displaying better. We're not getting that banding across it. The only issue is, like I said earlier, when you try to render anything, that might cause issues. So this might be a good workaround, that you do all your kind of construction work like this, save your file, and then when you have to render, maybe then do it through TeamViewer, as this is a bit more of a pleasing kind of viewport. Hope that helps.